Hello everyone. So today we are going to work on how to set up this basic menu navigation with the keyboard and the controller. So here now you can see I'm using a controller and I can use A button. I'm using Xbox style controller, A button to click on buttons. I press no, and if I go to settings, I can focus on these different types of settings. So here we are going to do only the basic stuff. We are not going to add any input tips like X next buttons or A next buttons, things like that. We are just going to enable basic keyboard navigation and joystick navigation inputs for the menu system that we have created. So before we get started, let me remind you that you can download the project files of this project and all other thousands of projects I have done in my channel from the Patreon page. Once you become a member, you will be able to access everything without any limits. And here is the full playlist of this series. Everything is implemented and explained from scratch. You can follow these episodes and implement everything by yourself too. So I'll leave links to everything in the description below. And now let's get started with today's episode. Okay, so let's see. Let me first play, and if I press arrow keys, you see nothing is focused, so nothing is happening. So if I click here and press arrow keys, now you see these buttons are actually focusing. I can navigate through buttons, but if I press enter, nothing is happening. So alright, so I'm not too concerned about making it perfect with keyboard navigation and getting all the back, forward, input bindings with the controller too. I just want to make it work. For now, I just want to make it work with the keyboard in a simple level. So that's the first step. Obviously we will make it perfect with upcoming, in future. Let's just see simply how to make these buttons respond to key inputs. Okay, so you see when I press enter, nothing is happening now. Now it's automatically don't get focus also. Unless I click on a button, I can't focus on any of the buttons. So let's first resolve that problem. First, let me open my main menu. Enable is focusable. And then here let's override this get desired focus target. So by default, let's say I want to focus on this continue button. Or let's just say new game. Let's say continue because it's in the top. So here continue is this, and I'll return that. Now here if I play, now continue is focused. If I press down, you see now I go to new game. So because it's automatically it doesn't show this outline, but when I press down, you can see where my focus is. So now if I press enter, still nothing happens. So to enable that, you have to go to project settings and plugins, common UI framework, command button accept key handling. It is set to ignore, set to trigger click. Now here, see it's working. Let me stop and hit enter. Continue is working. New game. When I hit enter, it's working. Actually, it should work with the controller too. Let's see. Yeah, my controller is connected, and that is also working. With A, I can click. With left thumbstick or the what is this up down buttons, you can click. Now if I go to this menu, nothing is focused anymore. So yeah, now let's see how to do that next. So when I click settings button, yeah, this is the button and this is the clicked event. I call this change panel. So here let's manually set focus. In the settings button, this is what I see. Let's set focus to back. Yeah, back. This is MB back. So here set focus. Now let's try settings. It's not working. Maybe that's because there is a certain fade in and fade out. So let's add a little delay and see. Settings. Yeah, now it's working. Okay, and I can go back to, again I have lost focus. So the back button is, this is the back button and this is the function on clicked. I change panel again to main menu. So here I'll again focus on settings. Back. Yeah, I was on settings. Okay. Okay, continue. I haven't bound, don't have any events connected to this new game or continue, so that's why they are not working. Let's try quit. Now I already automatically get the input. If I press no, again I lost. So no is bound to on quit confirmation here. Let's, regardless of yes or no, I'll set the focus to quit. Try again. Yeah. No. Say yes. Alright. Actually stop the game. No. Yeah. We are back. Focus is back here. Okay. Now, if I go to settings, we have this, all the settings. If I go to any of these settings, now again, I don't have any focus, automatic focus. So I think I should add automatic focus to one of these buttons, maybe the back button. So, but later on we will bind this to the B on controller or maybe escape on keyboard. But let's just make it navigation for now with arrow keys and enter. Okay, so for settings are here. Settings are implemented with this WBP audio. This is audio options, graphic options, but if I open one of them, you can see it is a child of options panel. So let me open that. This is a user widget. Maybe we should change this to a common activatable widget. That would make things easier. And also this should be focusable. If it is, that and decide focus target. We can set it here too. Let's set to back. Okay, now I don't think this should work automatically. No, because we need to set focus here. So we can do that in main menu, event graph. For each button, this is where we set. Change panel, here we set to audio options. We need to manually set focus here. See, set focus. Oh, we might need to have a delay here too, because we have a fade in, but let's see if it works. It's not working. TV settings, where is this? Okay, let me remove it from here. And let's convert this part to a macro. I'll call this change panel M because macro. And here, let's add the delay. 0.5 seconds. And set focus. Okay, now I'll use this in place of all these buttons, all these calls. Okay, now let's try. Settings, controls, still not working. Oh, actually we might need to give a focus. Well, we already did that here. Category, focusable. Yeah, we already did that here in the option panel, but don't they inherit here? Ah, looks like it doesn't. Okay. Okay, so I'm not sure why that setting is not inherited, but here, let's select all of them and set manually. Audio, graphics, display control, gameplay. Oh, those are not the panels I need. These are the panels I need. Audio options, graphic options, controls, gameplay, display. Here I'll enable focusable. And what returns? That is not shown here. And let's try. Oh, back to the other screen. Settings, audio. No, back is not focused. Okay, why? Option panel here. Get desired focus target. Let's return back. Let's see. Okay, then here we have another function on focus received. It's here forced to focus on back. Focus. Okay. Yeah, that worked. See, now I can press back and go to the menu, back menu. Oh, now here we have again lost focus, but let's fix it. Here, let me check the back function. If I choose any of these option panels, you can see on back event. And here I call this change panel and I focus on VB settings. But we can't use that macro here because VB settings is not something focusable. So here I'll focus on again this button. Maybe the back button and be back. And I'll have a delay too. Now I know this is a more of a manual way of going about things. Maybe there is a better way to handle things with common use, common UI, but I need to research that a little bit more. For now, let's just see how this turns out. Yep, dear. Can go back. Wait. Yes. Okay. So it's working so far. And as you can see here, if I go to any of the settings pages, you can see I can't really focus on these options over here. I can only focus on these buttons over here. And let's look into that in the next episode. Okay. So thanks for watching. As always, updated project files will be available for download here in the Patreon page. Link would be in the description below. And let me know if you have any questions in the comments. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.